Red circle! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon stream. I don't remember where we left off. Also, I'm sick. So if I have low energy or get confused, that's why. Though, to be honest, is that any different from normal? That's the question. Let's get into it. So what am I doing today?
We're still making our way to the volcano.
Alright, everybody's good to go. So where, this way?
Yeah.
Should I talk to people?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
What's up, Teddy? Dreams. And stuff. A little bit of everything. Let's go! Up. This way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Whee! Can you tell that I'm sick? Like, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate being sick. I don't dislike, like, puking. Because you puke and then you're done, right? You just eat saltines and drink a lot of Sprite. It's great. But when you have a cold, I'm just tired, miserable, and I sound weirder than normal. I think my voice is normally pretty nasally, but I feel like when I'm sick, it's like 10 times as worse. Wait. Yeah. 10 times worse. Anyway, who lives on this hill? A mountain man, of course. I made a concoction to try to make myself feel better. Not this is coffee. But I made a concoction of green tea, mint tea, and lemonade. And it's hot. And you mix it all together.
Yeah.
Tastes pretty good. Anyway. Alright, hello! Hello, sir. Oh. Well, okay. I think he just wants to be alone. So I climbed up there for nothing?
I guess.
Oh. It was a red herring. Why is it called red herring? Does anyone know?
A red herring is a extremely fragrant fish that would be used to distract foxing dogs.
Oh. Yeah, I've started using it again because I really like this YouTube channel called Dead Meat, and they have this thing called the Kill Count. Anyway, they analyze horror movies, and as you guys know, I love horror movies. Love them. And they always talk about red herrings. And so now I use the word a lot more. And I was like, why is it called that? Hello, do you want to fight me? Oh, no, wait, not you. Don't look down! Or you can fly, I guess.
It's also a lot bigger.
Yeah, heights probably don't scare you. Hello.
But, yeah, so your dogs don't eat the thing that you're hunting.
That's funny how it's lasted that long into our...
And people still use it to distract dogs when they're hunting.
I don't know any people who use dogs when they go hunting. My partner and I... Are they talking about their Pokemon? Because I hate to break it to you, but you're alone. Like, if there was supposed to be someone else on this mountain...
Might be talking about Pokemon.
I hope so. Oh, okay, yeah. Ram? Heavy. Yeah. Actually, wait. Yeah. Should I get Sphinx?
How's Dialga?
Why? Does he need more training? I guess he is the lowest.
Well, I was just wondering, because I knew you had a rock type move and a fighting type move, and I wasn't sure if... I knew the flying would protect the steel from the fighting type moves, but I wasn't sure if the steel would protect the flying from the rock type move, and it does, apparently.
Wow.
See how it says effective? Uh-huh. If Skarmory was just steel, this would be super effective. Or, I mean, the Aura Sphere would be super effective.
Yeah.
And if it was just flying, the rock would be super effective. I wasn't sure if the steel would have canceled the rock advantage or not.
Sphinx it is!
And apparently it does. Because defense advantages, offensive advantages and defensive advantages don't always match. So sometimes it's surprising.
Well, also, I don't know how you remember everything. Discharge.
I remember a lot of useless information.
I saw this really cute but really sad comic about Pokemon today on Instagram. I did not save it, but basically it was like Bulbasaur's perspective of like being chosen, and then they keep bringing them into all the games, and at the end they're like, even though you're an adult now and we don't spend as much time together, you still always choose me first. And I was like, I didn't actually, but I wanted to. Especially because the other day, somebody said that Bulbasaur, nobody picks Bulbasaur. And I disagreed. I like Bulbasaur.
Sir, you just have a cold.
I have a cold! Leave me alone. I'm very tired. I almost fell asleep in the car ride. Thank you for the money. My nose. Pokeball's down here, right?
Oh no.
Yes. 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 Woo! I got it. Carbs! I hope it's noodles. I love noodles.
Carbos increases your speed of your Pokemon.
Oh, like runners. Is this a maze? Is that why there's so many freaking...
It seems to be.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know where to go. Ooh, I got to the top.
Oh, we missed some berries.
Well, I can go back.
I mean, whatever you want to do.
I got you, don't worry. Oh, dang it. Somebody got me!
I used to buy a ton of Carbos. Because I like speed. I like to have high speed Pokemon.
I had chocolate on my hand. Hawaii high speed, because they get to go first?
Yeah.
Makes sense. You know who's pretty speedy? Twiggy.
Well, Twiggy has a quick.
Yeah. Alright, let's get these weird looking berries.
But like, especially my Darkrai, maxed out my speed on my Darkrai.
Do I have one of them?
No.
What's a Darkrai?
This is the legend.
Okay, I always get
Pokemon.
him and the Dogman confused for some reason.
Lucario?
Yeah. I guess it's probably because they're both really angsty. Maybe. Because they look nothing alike, and they sound, their names completely different. But sometimes I'm like, wait, which one? on. Is that the guy with no feet? Or is that the dog?
Sometimes he has.
He has a literal point that comes out of his body.
Yeah, he's like a shadow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's kind of like a scarecrow made of shadows.
Yeah.
Which sounds scary, but I actually really like his design.
Well, he is the nightmare Pokemon.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not actually... I don't find it scary. It's just cool looking.
But yeah, so then I could use Dark Void on the first turn before anyone else does anything.
So you just send them into a Dark Void?
Dark Void puts everyone to sleep.
Oh. Yeah, but they have nightmares?
Well, then yes. Then his ability Nightmare kicks in at the end of each turn, which does damage. Or Bad Dreams is his ability. And that does damage. And then he also knew Nightmare. So then you would use Nightmare on them while they're asleep, and that would cause even more damage.
So you would just knock out your opponents and then mentally torture them?
Kill them in their sleep.
Wow, you're Freddy Krueger! I love horror movies!
Oh, my Darkrai was.
Darkrai's cooler than Freddy Krueger. Listen, I like horror movies, but Darkrai's way cooler than Freddy Krueger.
Go in between the two.
Oh no! Oh no, messed up! Pokemon grew up in the arms of Mother Nature. They're tough. Okay. Same. I have a Pokemon that existed before humans existed. So they are Mother Nature. Actually, I don't know that's true. There's probably a Pokemon who's Mother Nature, isn't there?
Define nature.
See? Alright, let's see here. I guess I'll switch you with Sphinx. Because it's gonna be a bunch of flying. Because she's a bird. Define Mother Nature.
I said define nature.
Oh. Trees.
But like, do you mean like life in general, or
are you talking like the elements?
Specifically.
What are you talking about?
We should have you look at a legendary chart.
Yeah, that would be fun, I think. Honestly, I'm probably gonna look at it and base their coolness off of their designs. We could play a guessing game. Every time I get it wrong, someone takes a shot.
Well, like I said, a legendary. I was talking about.
Don't do that. Because I'm gonna get it wrong.
I was talking about a chart that people make these charts, you know, that are like based off of in-game, you know, lore, you know, like, so you have Arceus at the top.
Wait, does that mean you've never actually seen it?
What do you mean?
Is it like lore? Like a cryptid?
No.
So you've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shock it.
No, it's basically just, you know, the relationships between the legendary Pokemon.
Oh! Like the family tree.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. Oh, she only had 2? Heck yes!
And so, like, what I'm getting at is that...
How could you be tougher than Mother Nature? I have a god! I feel like more people should be talking about how... I have 2 gods! Only one in my possession current, like, in my party, though. We should play with him. I have Satan on my side. Bear me! Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy now. Fight me.
I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but spoilers for Legends of Arceus. But at the very end villain of Arceus is Volo, who is Cynthia's ancestor.
Wait, Hot Cynthia?
Yeah.
What? But she's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, the ancestor of Cyrus, the bad guy,
is a good guy.
Is a good lady.
Whoa, they were playing on that. They were like, they're gonna think red herring.
Yes.
Callback.
Anyway, but Volo, he's trying to.
This guy's a water dude.
He's trying to summon Gardenia.
Who's Gardenia?
Satan.
Oh! I always call him Satan, so I don't know. Is that bad?
A little bit.
Oh.
I mean,
when I was younger, sometimes I'd accidentally mix up Santa and Satan. Like when I would be like, Santa's coming. Because they're so close. But they're very different people. Or are they? Water.
Well, I mean, Santa is Saint Nicholas, so that's a very different person.
Yeah, very different person. Grass. Oh, electric grass. Okay. Sorry, Gabby, you need to go away then. Who to send?
Also, remember who you're fighting.
What do you mean?
You're fighting a dragon tamer. So that means it's probably also a dragon type.
What are dragon types? Fairies.
Fairies and other dragons. Gyarados isn't a dragon.
Ah, dang it, I always forget. He
Dialga's
looks like a dragon. He looks like a dragon. Okay, I can send out Dialga, but he doesn't have water, grass, or electricity.
Well, what I'm pointing out is that, remember, dragons in Asian cultures are more associated with water and electricity. So, water and electricity won't help against it.
Oh, okay. Dialga it is.
Grass might still work.
Well.
Wait, why did you say water? It's a water type.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's why I said water, just so I could look at the right column. Wait, so is that guy a dragon?
Seadra?
He's a seahorse, not a dragon.
He's a sea dragon.
You're telling me that guy's more of a sea dragon than my Gyarados?
You are aware there are a species of seahorse called sea dragons.
No. Wait, am I? Are they long?
Yes.
I am. Now that you said that, all of a sudden a picture, I'm a visual learner. All of a sudden a picture showed up in my head and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when you were like, you are aware, and I'm like, oh wait. That's what my brain was doing. He was like, Kendra, we know this. No.
But you know,
This one?
no, Roark.
This one. Right, it's a dragon. Ah! Got him.
What I was
Heck
trying
yeah.
to get at before we got off to the tangent
Yeah.
was that it's funny because Cynthia's ancestor was trying to summon the devil, basically.
Nice. Yeah, but in this world, is he a bad guy though?
Kind of. It's.
I thought he was more of just like part of life, you know?
I mean,
Well, because like in majority of religions,
he was banished to the Mira world.
He has a Gyarados. That's not a dragon. Ah, but he's using a dragon dance. Yeah.
I think I made that joke before.
I don't remember all the moves.
But I mean, yeah, he wanted to take over the world.
What was he gonna do?
I can't remember the specifics of what he wanted.
I always find that kind of fascinating. because I view Pokemon a bit more like animals. And, you know, animals do have personalities and consciousness and all this. But it's not like Odin, our dog, would ever be like, I'm gonna take over the world. He'd be like, oh, I'd like more food, or, I don't know, kill all the rabbits. I don't know. You know? like, I don't know. It's just, I'm always kind of confused at how conscious Pokemon are, you know?
Yeah, that's a really large thing.
Because, yeah, like, I would say majority of my Pokemon are just, like, little, like, pets, you know? Not, like, a ton of stuff. Not, like, you know, diabolical plans going on in their brains. But honestly, if he is super conscious, I feel a little weird using him in battles. That seems kind of weird. I mean, I guess unless he likes it. Maybe this is a fun thing for him. More like a boxer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, bye guys. I beat you all.
Well, they do usually try to make sure to frame it as Pokemon want to fight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because otherwise it's like animal fighting. Got it. Oh no. We have to go all the way back up?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. Come on, Dialga. Yes. Woo.
It's funny, just like Cynthia, everyone always thinks Waldo is your father.
It's in their family. It's in their genes. Do they look similar?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, he's basically just a dude.
Oh, it's a dude?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why I was assuming it was a girl.
No, yeah. And like I said, Cyrus's ancestor was
Ooh, my Amazon package came.
so the bad guy in this, his ancestor in the game is female.
Does she have really hollow cheeks?
Yes.
Oh man,
And the
it's
same,
genetics.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's good. That means that it's not like he's hungry or anything like that. They just have high metabolism. Can't help it. Where should I go? In the water? Or just up?
Now the confusing thing is that Voldo lives sort of with this one lady.
What? In the water?
No, opposite dead
Okay.
end, remember?
Water it is. But yeah.
And she has basically the same dress as Cynthia.
Okay.
And people are like, but she's a lot older than him.
Okay.
So everyone's like, is this a...
Is this a thing?
Are you two...
Maybe they're just friends and they pass along like clothes or something.
Well, she also kind of looks like Cynthia.
Oh,
But with
really?
like gray hair.
Oh, she's old.
Like,
Maybe she has a kid and he ends up marrying her kid or something.
but
What is this tiny dock for?
I'm guessing there's like a boop item.
Hey. I found a pearl!
Big.
A big pearl is mine.
But at the same time, she doesn't look like an old lady. She just has gray
Maybe she
hair.
or does she dye it? Wait, it's in the past.
But it's also an anime game where people have
Right!
green hair.
And blue, purple, pink. So maybe she just is naturally gray.
But the way she talks to Volo makes it sound like she's
Older?
a lot older.
It's so confusing. Some people are into that. I want to be with my water Pokemon, that's why I swim. That's kind of cute.
Because, yeah, from the sounds of it, she's like at least 10 years older than him.
That's not the worst.
I said at least, though.
I had a
possibly
friend. Okay, I had a friend whose parents were 12 years apart. And then when I was in junior high, my English teacher told a story about how she had a friend that met her husband when she was in junior high, and he was her basketball coach. Isn't that weird? Crazy. I don't remember how much of an age difference there was there. I don't know why she told the whole class that either, but... Bite it.
I can't remember her.
Oh no, this is gonna... okay.
She was only there for a little while. When you get banished from the city. You go live with her.
Now, is the game that you were talking about the one where you go back in time?
Yes.
You really liked that one, right?
It was fun. It was a fun take on Pokemon.
Should I switch?
I mean, whatever you want to do. I would probably, because Celios tend to have ice.
So should I send out Gyarados?
That'll hurt Gabby. Gyarados wouldn't do very well with that either. I would say Sphinx.
Oh, Sphinx. Okay.
Because it's also a water type.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I feel like I heard a lot of people didn't like that one as well.
It was very different. That's the thing. It was a very different take on Pokemon. I don't usually like open worlds, just because it gets in.
Cute.
It gets in the way of storytelling quite usually, but
Electrocute it.
I feel like they did a fairly decent job balancing story.
I mean, technically speaking, isn't most Pokemon open world?
No.
What's open world?
You can go around, I don't know. Like I said, it's...
I mean, you can kind of do that with Pokemon, right?
Yeah, but you're stuck to certain trails. Whereas I could literally, summon a Pokemon to climb up any mountain or whatever.
Should I keep... That's an electric type, isn't it?
No.
My voice is going!
It's a water fairy.
Oh, okay, keep that.
Yeah.
Boop. Hopefully I don't get you sick. Though, I guess if you said you were ready to kind of feeling funky, then we should be.
I was feeling funky this morning, and then... No, right now I'm not good. Right now, if anything, I'm like super hot, even though it's not that
Oh,
hot
I'm the
outside.
opposite, I'm cold. Hence the sweat jacket. And the pants, you guys can't see, sorry. But normally I run around in a shorts and a t-shirt. But not today.
But yeah, I mean, like this morning, I was so cold, and I'm like, why am I so
It was we slept with all the windows open.
Yeah, but
Ooh, a house! Oh, I need to be careful doing
I'm not
that.
usually that cold. Anyway. Also, Arceus was just fun also, just because, kind of being all like, oh, who's that? Yeah.
Oh, in the past?
Yeah, because then, like, some of them, clearly, it was supposed to be multiple people's ancestors.
Oh, they have an island. No, but yeah, I get what you mean.
And it's like, oh, so that means this person, and this person
Are related.
are distant family members.
Hey,
Konnichiwa.
oh, duh, Kendra. Glad to meet you. Guten Tag. What does he speak? I'm so confused.
Well, the first one was Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
The second one is Guten Tag.
Yeah.
This is German.
I'm the...
Meister.
Isn't that a bad thing?
No, it means it's master in German.
Oh, I thought... What am I thinking of? Miser.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this language, called the process, something that... Okay.
C'est ne pas.
Comprendo. I smell you. I smell something about you. I was in the ocean.
Wunderbar.
So, what can I do? Oh, okay. Cool.
Je suis désolé.
This guy's pretty cool.
Les français.
He speaks a bunch of languages.
Wunderbar.
Bueno, I know that.
C'est bueno.
Oh.
Bonjour and all the rest.
No.
C'est un winged fish Pokemon.
Oh, I don't have one. No. Okay. Okay, bye! What an interesting guy.
He made it so that your Pokedex can see you from different languages.
Cool. Oh man, which way should I go? I guess up, right? Because we're trying to get to the volcano. You right?
I can't tell if there's a space there or not, though.
I mean, let's look. There is.
Oh, but it looks like it's a dead end.
Is it a beep boop?
Probably.
Beep boop.
Usually if there's just a dead end or thing you can find hidden. Another thing I liked about Arceus,
I can tell that you really like the game because you keep talking about it.
well, I was
I found Viagra.
trying to keep up conversations. Trying to keep up conversation since you said you were tired.
But my wit is as strong as ever.
And since was reminded of it. But basically, instead of forgetting moves, you could switch out the moves on your Pokemon. You still could only have 4 moves at a time, but
oh, so you had like a bank?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So you didn't have to go to someone specifically to remember moves. You could just swap them out.
Kind of like when I played D&D.
Yeah.
I guess let's go this way.
You can prepare spells for the day.
Oh, but there's a dude over there. So many seagulls! This is just like the beach. Ah.
These aren't seagulls, these are
So
pelicans.
many pelicans. I always forget that. I don't know why.
I mean, they evolved from this.
I have a friend who's like an adorable nerd. She's like an old lady. And she has an app where she collects birds. Nerd. Anyway, I should get mad if I mixed them up. And I keep running into rats, too! I mean, that makes more sense, I guess. I think I already said this, but I don't think I've ever seen a pelican in person.
I don't think they live here.
I've seen those things. Are they cranes?
Or herons?
Yeah, probably both. I think I've seen both. Because cranes are bigger, right? They're big birds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, both of them can be really big birds.
I'm pretty sure I've seen both. Okay, do I go that way or that way?
Just get to the mountain, you go that way.
To the volcano. But I can't think of a time I saw a pelican.
I think pelicans are more of a warm weather.
Sydney, Australia. I know that. From Finding Nemo.
They're also in like, California and
Not according to Disney. This way. This way. This way. Oh.
stuff. Look, there's ash falling.
There's what?
I said there's ash falling. When we were in the overworld, there was a little slip.
I'll have to see. Did you hear everyone got scared today?
Yeah. Why?
So we live near a mountain. I don't know if we've talked about that.
We live in. You're wearing a Washington.
That doesn't mean anything. They can't see it also. But we've already said we live in Washington. Anyway, we live near a mountain. And,
I mean, half of our... No, not half. Like a quarter of our state is covered in mountains.
Yeah, you can guess which one, I guess. Oh, hey, look at all the ash. It's like Stranger Things. You wouldn't know that joke because he doesn't watch it. What was I gonna say? Oh! There's... Oh, I forget what the freaking cloud's called. The UFO cloud?
The lenticular cloud?
Oh, yeah, one of those got stuck, I guess, on the actual mountain. But the wind was blowing, so it was making it, like, fall apart, right? So it looked like it was active. So I guess the news was talking about it. A bunch of people were, like, calling in, being like, oh my gosh, is it awake? Is the mountain, like, releasing steam? Is it active? Is it venting? You know, and all this stuff, which makes sense because that's scary. But so on the news, they were like, it's not the mountain. It's not volcanic activity. We would know. There would be like, there's plenty of scientists who are, you know, constantly monitoring it. Don't worry. It's a cloud. It's a cloud that got stuck, and it's, you know, in the crevices. And as the wind blows, it makes it look like it's smoke, but it's not. I just thought that was funny. It's funny because it wasn't active. If it was active, that'd be so bad. But I think we'd know ahead of time, right? There'd be like small...
Well, there'd be earthquakes.
There'd be earthquakes, but then also wouldn't the temperature be rising inside? And I'm pretty sure they monitor that like all the time. Anyway, I just thought it looked pretty cool. You could probably... They might be talking about it later too, so if you see it. It does look like it's active, but it's just a cloud. Here we go! Hello! Fight me. Oh, hey! There we go. I bumped him with my bike. Saw? It's one of those! I have those on Pokemon Go. What? I do. Will the shark be good against an ox? A bull. Well, sharks eat cows. Pretty sure.
He's a normal type, so unless you have a fighting type move.
I do in Dialga. What would that be kind of a waste? Let's just dig. Would dig be good?
Like I said, he just anything except for ghost.
I would dig it. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Bam! Nice. Oh no!
Give you a thrashing.
Well... Okay, what's strongest? Would biting it be good?
I said anything but ghost.
Okay. Is there a place to heal?
I don't know.
Why'd that make you dizzy?
Use Thrash to, after Thrash goes multiple turns, and then you get confused.
I guess that makes sense. Take that, Saul! Shouldn't have paid attention to my urge. That's a weird way to phrase it. Alright, ready? Here we go! Now I gotta fight this lady. Hello. Oh my gosh! It's Barry and that one guy! What are y'all doing here? Well, now I need to hurry up and beat her so I can go talk to my friends. Felicia. La, la, la.
Something I didn't like about Arceus
Yeah?
was that it makes you capture multiple Pokemon.
Oh, I think you already told me that.
And it's like, I just want to catch Pokemon and raise them as my team. I don't want to have to constantly catch a bunch of the same Pokemon.
It's like Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Did you earn candies?
No, you did research on them.
Oh. Ow!
Because you're creating the first Pokedex.
Cool. So all those weird entries are actually your ancestors? Oh, wait, how does that work? Because you're from the future. Oh, that's confusing. I don't like time travel. At the end of the game, do you go back home? You just stay in the house forever? I don't think I would like that. Keep or switch?
Keep.
Whoa! Have I seen this guy before?
I don't know.
Nope.
Vigoroth.
Oh, did I do the wrong one?
No, I was saying.
Sweet, I nailed it. Okay, a lot of times people have the same kind, so I was just hoping that it would be a fighter or a normal or whatever it is that I'm doing. The same as the last guy, and that worked really well in the last fight.
Vigoroth, the energetic sloth Pokemon.
Thank you, Felicia. She called me tough.
Did you hear what I said?
Energetic sloth.
Yes.
Okay, we have to go down?
Yeah, but not all the way down.
Yeah, let's hop off our... Oh, wait. Let's hop off our bike. There we go. So we go this way. No! I was avoiding that!
Now you have to go all the way back
down. Okay, I made it. Woo. Give me a minute. Dang it! I was hoping that might work. Dang it! Okay. Ah! Okay! Nailed it. Alright. Now we're gonna use this
Yeah,
guy.
I was gonna say, he's the D-pad. You go down one.
I only pushed it once! This isn't fair. This isn't fair, Dustin. This isn't fair. The universe hates me. Okay, watch this. 1, 2. Okay, 1. See? How am I supposed to go that way?
Did you do it?
No. Hey, it's a camel.
Camerat.
Is that the baby though?
No.
Then I can't take you. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you can find the baby. Volcano camel.
Yes. No! I pushed the wrong thing. Okay. How do I do this? How do I do this? Oh.
Trigger item drop.
Dang it. Oh, okay.
Try to run. Ooh. No, I'll go sideways.
Ah! That was the most exciting thing all episode. Alright, guys.
I'm gonna save just in case Barry wants to fight me.
Yeah, because I'm not fully healed. Hey guys, what are you guys doing here? It's me. Thanks. Yep. Yep. Wait, what? Born overseas?
He's not from the region.
Ah! Is that kind of rude to point out? This guy doesn't have any accents. Okay. Oh wait, blowhard buck guy. Blowhard.
The guy you met at when you first got here?
I don't remember him.
He had red hair?
Clearly did not leave an impression. Was he a jerk?
Well, he kind of made fun of Barry.
Did he make fun of me?
Well, I think he said that he was a better trainer or something. Okay.
Then Barry?
Well, then both of them.
Well, then I gotta fight him. Nobody talks to my frenemy like that. Nobody. Okay, 21 with Alright, bye, Barry.
You guys are racing to the mountain?
Tony Stark? Iron Man Mountain. Train, miserable time. Exciting. Okay. Alright. Bye!
Maybe you can heal in that house.
Hey, Dalga. Apparently, we gotta go beat up some guy who was rude to my friend. You cool with that? Oh. Sweet!
It's a wiki berry.
Thank you for the wiki berry. Follow me. Sweet. Alright, let's go! Hello?
It's gonna ask for $5. Yeah, we'll keep going.
Wait, what? Oh. Do you ever donate to Wikipedia? I don't know. I don't really use Wikipedia anymore. Because, you know, when you get into college, they're always like, Wikipedia is not a reliable source. So, I mean, besides like Googling celebrities for some reason, or movies, or TV shows, or music, other than that, I don't really go on there. Dressed up is a good idea. Thanks, Grandma! I feel like it's slightly alarming how many places I've fallen asleep at.
She's running a rest house.
Oh.
On a mountain.
Oh. Still.
It's a thing in real life.
Is it?
Yeah.
In other places?
No, yeah, I think even here there are rest houses on certain mountains.
Stop it. No, thank you, I just did. Thank you. I know there's like cabins that are abandoned and you can go into
Well, they're not abandoned. They're to be used.
Yes, but I'm just saying, I don't think there's ever like a person who's like, hey, what's up? Welcome to the rest house. Yeah. Up the stairs. Oh! Beep beep. I did it! Whoa.
There he is.
Oh! Hey. Man, how embarrassing. He remembered my name, but I don't remember him. I hate it when that happens. Hey! You! How's it going? Yes, I am going to the Iron Man Mountain. You're pretty wimpy, are you sure? I'm the national champion of the Pokemon League, you buck. Gosh. Oh, he's one of those characters? Because he was like, you're pretty weak. Not that I care. Somebody doesn't know how to make friends. Your new name is Bakugo. You got the hair for it and everything. Tony Stark, Mountain, the race. Okay. Magma Stone. Bye, Buck. What a guy.
He's related to someone.
That I met?
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald? Wow, you guys have really different personalities. And hair.
Well, he has his own
maybe,
back.
I guess. But it's spiky, it's not poofy. Maybe he styles it, I don't know. Chemically treats it. I mean, I'm the only one with curly hair in our family. Kind of. Trevor kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now where?
We're racing our friends up the mountain.
Okay, but he disappeared. So how am I supposed to race him? Wow, it's a rhino! So I don't have time to play with you. I'm in a race.
Have a race.
Is that Thomas the Tank Engine? I know that. Thomas the Tank Engine had some pretty bopping songs. Either they need to come to TikTok. Considering how the Backyardigans had their time to shine, where are our train songs?
Well, there is a little bit of...
Gone fishing! I love that song!
There is a bit of controversy around Thomas for children.
Why?
It has a number of, fascist
Really?
undertones.
Oh no! I didn't pick up on that as a child.
You have to be useful to the country.
Oh.
And you have to be a really useful engine.
I mean, I guess.
And there's a couple other things.
We're going fishing.
Yes, I'm saying.
Going fishing.
It's not overt.
Toby!
There's some slight undertones.
Toby!
But at the same time, you're personifying literal machines that are only designed for one purpose.
Yeah, true. I feel like there was other songs that are really good too, but I can't remember them right now. Anyway, meditate under a waterfall to temper my spirit. Wow.
Henry is bricked into a tunnel because he refuses to leave because he doesn't want to get his new paint all wet in the rain.
I don't remember that at all. Who did that?
What?
Who bricked him in?
Sir Topham Hatt.
Oh. What is that, like a timeout?
It's kind of implied
In jail.
No.
Dead? Is he dead?
No,
Oh.
but forever?
Oh! Wait, doesn't he come out? That's the red guy, right?
No, green. Big green. Like Gordon?
I don't remember. Alright, let's fight this guy. His cactus kind of looks like a voodoo doll.
Cactur?
Yeah.
It's a scarecrow.
I can see that. I guess just bite it? No, that sounds... Wait. Logically, don't do that. But this is Pokemon. So would it work?
Depends what its ability is. It might have the...
Would Dig be better?
I mean, all of these would trigger it because they're physical moves.
Should I switch?
I mean, if you wanted to.
To what?
You could do Spirit.
Ah! Burn it! That's good for plants and voodoo dolls. I think. I've never really... What do you do with voodoo dolls? Did you know that voodoo dolls weren't actually bad at first? They were used to be, helpful to people.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Swap. yeah, do you just burn it? I feel like you always burn stuff.
That or you bury it.
I heard that if you clip your toenails at night in some cultures, that means that you're gonna bring snakes.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that you need to burn your hair and toenails after you're done.
Her hair smells disgusting.
Just letting you know.
Oh!
Fire!
I keep getting whiffs of my hair because I have to get a different kind of shampoo, remember?
Uh-huh. Oh, so you're conscious of it?
Yeah.
But it's coconut, so it should smell good.
It's like super
coconut.
sweet. It's like a really sweet
Is it
coconut.
a vanilla coconut?
I don't know.
I used to love vanilla when I was a kid, but I also used to love cherry blossom. And now both of those scents are way too strong for me.
I like it.
Oh, and lavender. I used to love lavender. Too strong now. Switch or keep?
Switch.
So fighting, right?
Yeah.
So will that be good against it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said no.
Oh, I thought you said yes. Don't worry, we can switch again.
No, Gyarados is your first time.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 minute. You know, that thing's interesting because it comes out of its back rather than its pecs. Have you ever noticed that?
What?
The arms.
Yeah, they come off of the shoulders.
Right, instead of its pecs. So, like, I saw this really cool, realistic artist rendering, I guess, of, oh, you don't watch Jujutsu? I don't know if you'll know him. It's an anime character. Anyway, it has 4 arms, right? And it came off its pecs. So it had like almost like double pecs. So it had like your pec muscle here, and then a pec muscle, like a smaller one underneath. So it was like he had like 2 like shoulder pec things, right? That made sense to me, doesn't it? But coming out of your like the tops of your like trapezius muscles.
Well, it's kind of like where the shoulder blades would be. That's where it's coming out.
Fascinating.
It's like
Hurricane.
it's like how an angel's wings would attach.
Oh, he's confused. Don't hurt yourself, buddy. Right, but it's arms.
Yes, but technically a pair of wings would also be another set of arms.
Would it?
Yes, that's why birds have wings instead of arms. And so do bats.
That's true. Bats have both, don't they?
No, bats is their arms, is their wings.
Yeah, but it's a wing and an arm. Because they got little wrists.
Yes, and so do birds.
Do they?
It's like, yeah, but they only have 3 dinosaurs. Because they are dinosaurs.
That's probably why I don't really think about it.
It's also covered in feathers.
Yes,
so you can't necessarily
exactly. That
see
is
it.
why I don't think about it.
And they don't have the protruding thumb. Like bats do. They're all...
Would you ever have a pet bat? I feel like having a pet bat would be pretty cool.
I don't know. You know, I'm not good with small animals.
That's true. Dustin doesn't. I wouldn't say you dislike them. You just don't know how to behave around them.
Because they're extra flighty.
What are you gonna do if you ever have a kid? Those things are tiny. They're pretty durable, though.
Children are at least more predictable.
I suppose. Alright, I think I'll probably just get us to a point here and then we'll probably call it a day. But
I mean, maybe if I had one of those really big bats.
no! The 3-foot ones? Those things are terrifying! At that point, it's not even a bat. It's a fox with wings. And they're not as cute.
I don't know.
I would have to see its face. Oh, I took one step. Rhino, leave me alone. I don't want to play with you. Yeah, I recognize him from the anime. Okay, we'll get to the top. Oh my freaking god! I took one step. At least it was a camel this time. I just want to walk up the stairs. Run! Let's see, will I make it out? Yay! I made it to the mountain! I guess I'll just save here then, you think?
I mean, we could go up the stairs. See what's over there.
Grass! Okay. Sir, I'm busy. I need to read this sign so that I can sign off and go take a nap. Now! Alright, we're alive. Tony Stark Mountain. Eruption zone. Well, seeing as how there's ash, I feel like maybe we shouldn't be here then. If we're in the eruption zone. I've been in splash zones before, and if it's anything like that...
But we need to get to the magma stuff.
But is it erupting? I feel like maybe it's not worth it if it's erupting. We have to get to the magma zone. Guys, I don't really know. Why are we allowed on this mountain? Where are the scientists? There's a bunch of those guys running around. So I'm sure somebody's watching the freaking mountain. Look, at this point, is it the mountain or is it some kind of Pokemon doing its Pokemon thing? Because let's be honest, Pokemon are terrifying. And that's where we're going to save today. Save. Yes. Cool. Alright guys, that's where we're ending for today. We made it to Tony Stark Mountain. The Iron Man is hidden within all of us. Woo! Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Sorry if it was crazy today, but I'm sick, so deal with it. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna continue this adventure next week. I don't know how much time is left in this game. Dustin does. He's the coordinator of all these adventures.
Like I said, if you want to stop, you just tell me.
No, I'm having fun.
Sorry.
And I think the next game comes out, is it at the beginning of November?
Usually it's like in the middle of November.
Well, I don't know. We'll just keep running around and having fun until then, probably.
I mean, we could have you try, maybe we could have you try Arceus.
We should do quizzes. What Pokemon are you? I don't know. We're just having fun, so yeah. Anyway, if you like watching Dustin and I, we stream Monday, Wednesday, of course, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. It's been a while. We also have a YouTube channel where we play games that we don't stream. So you should check those out, especially with spooky season just around the corner. We play a lot of scary games on there. So scary stuff is fun. You should go look. We also have a TikTok if you want to get like little sneak peeks, see what we're up to. To be fair, the content on TikTok is a little bit behind. I'm thinking I might start posting twice a day. I don't know. But we post funny little snippets over there, so if you just want a bite-sized little funny experience, you can hop over there, see what's up. We also have an Instagram, which somehow has like 52 people following it.
Have you did what I...
No. So you can go join those 50 whatever people for some reason, even though I don't post on there very often. But, you know, why not? I think that's it. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
Cool. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, follow. Hit that notification button. I don't know how many things you could click. But do whatever you feel like doing. We will appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!